Hey, welcome to Kaspa Daily Pulse. Here's what the Kaspa community's been buzzing about today. First up, the big cloud hanging over chat was the upcoming Hardforks. People are clearly watching that countdown like hawks, but the mood was split right down the middle. A few were hopeful the Hardforks might finally shake things loose, but a lot of people sounded nervous, saying if these updates don't translate into something tangible, sentiment could get even worse. There was a real feeling of, okay, this better matter. Second, probably the most interesting bullish thread of the day, the mystery mega wallet. People were talking about a top wallet holding around 1 billion Kas, with claims that it added about 400 million over the last 3 months. Nobody knew who it was, and the chat was careful not to pretend they did. Some guessed Binance, some guessed a market maker, and others just shrugged and said, no way to tell. But emotionally, that wallet activity gave the community a bit of a jolt. It made some holders feel like maybe selling here could end up being a huge regret. That was one of the few genuinely energizing discussions in the room.
Third, there was a very practical point that kept coming up: staking. A user asked if it was worth staking a large Kas bag, and the community answer was basically no, because Kaspa is proof of work, not a native staking coin. People clarified that some exchanges might offer yield-like products, but that's not the same thing, and several voices pushed the safer, simpler route of just holding coins in your own wallet instead. So that was a nice little cleanup moment. Less hype, more straight talk. And finally, the overall vibe today was rough. There was a lot of exhaustion. Some people were openly regretting buys. One person said they'd shifted focus toward physical gold after being overexposed, and others were frustrated that price, hash rate, exchange access, and real use case chatter all still feel underwhelming. At the same time, though, the community wasn't fully broken. You still had people saying they were buying every month, adding on weakness, and sticking with the long-term adoption story. So the mood wasn't dead. It was more like bruised, impatient, and arguing with itself. So the clean takeaway today is this: Kaspa chat was caught between hardfork hope, whale watch optimism, and very real fatigue from holders who want proof that all this waiting is going somewhere. That's it for today's Pulse. Let's see what tomorrow brings. Catch you then.